Coach, we have a damp and rainy afternoon in the tri-state area as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to MetLife Stadium in the Garden State of New Jersey. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Cleveland Browns. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving. On first down, Darnold. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. On 2nd down now, it's Bell. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's spilling them in the offensive backfield.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 36. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Now that's a gain of 6 on the first down run.
When you enter the game as the AFC Player of the Week award winner, you expect runs like that and then some.
It was fun to watch him in the opener last week in Week 1. He was spectacular and hoping for more here in Week 2. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mayfield. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Blowing that play up was Henry Anderson.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. And a screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up fourth down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. One interception. It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
From the 50, it's Darnold. On the catch, it's Crowder. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jamison Crowder. His first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's get this ball back.
Now Chubb running right. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down.
Here we go.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 47-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Here we go. Get off the field.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Let's go.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Bell. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Jets will extend their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Browns drive about to get started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
A gain of 18 on the play.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL. On EA Sports.
14. Browns nothing.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And now it's 2nd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Mayfield with it once more. But the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Sacked there by Avery Williamson, the linebacker.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Darnold, he's got this one complete to Perriman. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there. You think about the 2 quarterbacks in this game with Darnold and Mayfield, and you think back to the 2018 draft. Gosh, leading up to that draft, the talk shows and all the rumors about who would go. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
53, Mike.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
The Browns opted not to pick a running back with their first 2 selections at number 1 and 4 in the first round. But they circled back in the second round and got a really good one to Nick Chubb out of Georgia. Broke off a nice run there, and that's where he's good. Good vision, able to see where the hole is, and make nice gains each time he touches the ball. 2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Mayfield to throw it. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. The Browns on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. To throw, Mayfield, and it's complete. Hooper, and down inside the 15 he goes. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance. I like the design of that play, or shall I say the way it ended up. Quarterback ends up to the right side. You know, he gets outside of the pocket. How about the tight end staying in his sight line and getting to that same part of the field, and they find each other for the completion.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. So on the big tight end, hold it.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Darnold from the gun. Gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier...
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. It's caught. Beckham. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 13-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. From the red zone now, Mayfield. Forced out to his left. He'll run it. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Third and short yardage, Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham as the first half is winding down, as his guys are back within a single score. Until that late score here in the second quarter, they only had the field goal, so that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half. But when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as the head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Charlie! Here we go.
Back to throw, Darnold. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Darnold now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. A final shot before the break. Darnold, he's going to take a shot at the end. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Anderson-Dejo. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back. Oh, Chubb fumbled it, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in a mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. From the 25 on 2nd down, Darnold. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap for Darnold. That is caught. It's Perriman. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Now Bell. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. To throw is Darnold. And now here is another interception. Picked off down near the 5. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now a pass taken in by the tight end Herndon. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Bell fighting him off. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
I know every time we watch Le'Veon Bell play, we think about him making people miss the hesitation move. But you remember he came out of Michigan State as a bruiser and a thumper, and he still has those capabilities.
At 225 pounds, an underrated part of his game.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. On your team.
On first down, Grant. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's second and 2.
Brings up second and 2 at the 46-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Darnold down to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll run on first down. Bell. And he's got room. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. Mayfield down. And his throw is incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Regular. Hey, you. Check 53, block. What's the run?
And the blitz does come. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter.
I don't care what level of football you played. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go along, and hope someone would come free.
Here's Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. The 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
At the 16-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll go again with Bell. He's got a first down past the 30. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. It's a big run that time by Bell. 43 yards on the ground.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now it's Darnold. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And by the end of last year, Herndon had solidified himself as the primary tight end for New York. Now, overall, second leading receiver in 2018 on the team behind Robbie Anderson. In fact, his 39 catches, most among rookie tight ends in the league a season ago. Throwing again on 2nd down. Darnold, that's complete. It's Bell. 25 yards that time. Probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
He's checking. He's ran 80.
Here's Gore now, running out of the gun. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Well, he can be a load to handle off the edge, and he can do it against the pass. Sure, he can do it against the run like he did there.
And you mentioned a load. How about having to adjust to his speed as well? Because not only does he bring some pop, he brings some dash as well. A nice play on that situation.
On 2nd down, it's Grant. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Corey Grant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets will extend their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Browns on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
And I think we'll probably see them go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Mayfield on 4th down. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Baker Mayfield, as a rookie, 3 times he led the Browns back to victory in the 4th quarter. What can he do here in year number 2? Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Mayfield on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Avery Williamson able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Throwing, Mayfield going deep here for Landry. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now Mayfield. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And this thing gets blown up well behind the line of scrimmage, but the marker is down on the field. Who's this against? So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? From the gun, Mayfield. Trying to lay one up deep. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Hey, box drop.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. He's going to air one out. And no, it's incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Bell. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, Alpha.
And Darnold wants to throw the football. He's got this one complete to Perriman. Now the ball comes loose. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, but it'll be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Darnold. This is caught. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Jets will extend their lead. And oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. The Browns drive about to get started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. To throw, Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. That one is caught by Hunt. The 3rd down run gets them nothing. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Avery Williamson. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position.
We're going to stop. 50, Mike, 50. Check, 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 check. Kill, kill, kill.
On 1st down, it's Bell. Bell so light on his feet. Past the 20. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. 14 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Lost man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants him to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Let's go, baby.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about.
Odell Beckham Jr. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he will step out of bounds. Oh, what a mistake there. And the 2-point try will be unsuccessful. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Night, sweetheart.
This is Bell. Bell a first down and then some. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Jets, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.